step with this is I'm going to go ahead and record something here. If you think of a MIDI sound or a MIDI signal, you kind of think of it sort of as a light switch. You can turn the light switch on and it sends a signal to, or it sends electricity to the light. You turn it off and then the light turns off. Music works just like that. Every single key, just like this, tells the key, oh, this key that I'm pushing down with the V is on. Now release it and it's off. C on, off, X on, off, Z on, off. It tells the computer when I push that button down in this program, play this sound. That way the computer can assign sounds to it. So I'm going to go ahead and record a something real quick here. It's just going to be something kind of fun. 2, ready, go. It's my masterpiece. I hope you enjoyed it. Anyway, what I'm planning on doing with this is, it's already pretty small. If it were to be longer than this, if it were to have something a little extra, have some blank space over here, all you need to do is go to the upper right-hand corner of this little square that I just recorded and just pull it in to where there's no more blank space to it. Now, if I were to play this back as is, this is what it sounds like. Cool. So, kind of doesn't sound that great. How are we going to fix that? Let me show you. So at the bottom of my screen here, and the bottom of your screen, you have 3 buttons. So you have Instrument, Effects, and MIDI Editor. You want to click on MIDI Editor. You'll see another representation of what I just played on this editor. Now, with this editor, it's pretty cool because I can take one single key like this first one here. I can move it down. I can move it side to side here. I'm controlling the velocity. Let me go ahead and actually control the way I'm going here. So I can move this right or left. I can move this up or down. But I'm going to leave it as is. And you can do this with any of the notes. One of the important parts of this assignment, and one of the things that I am requiring that you do, is what's called quantize. How do you do that, you ask? So take your mouse. You're gonna click and drag over all of your notes so they're all selected. Then go to the right here where it says quantize. It says 16th note. There are many different options here. So what quantize does is it takes all of the sounds and snaps them straight into time so that whenever you hear the song, the notes aren't out of time. They line up top to bottom, left to right, and you can hear the similar thing. Let me show you what I'm going to do here. So this is our whole note here, half note, quarter notes, eighth notes, 16ths, and that sort of thing. I'm going to snap it so it's to the 16th because I have a lot of instruments here. I'm going to go ahead and hit quantize, and you'll notice they'll change a little bit of position. See how they just did there? Now, let's see how this sounds. So still a lot going on there. So what I can do is I can go ahead and go in individually and click on these and just hit my delete button on my keyboard so that there's not so much stuff that's in the area here. So I can go ahead and keep on doing this. I'll go ahead and show you the finished example as part of the assignment. But this is your MIDI lab here. This is what you need to submit. So I'm going to pretend as if I am done with this. I'm going to go ahead and have this be part of my song. So pretending that this is my original song, I'm going to go to click into Instrument, going up to my box here, and I'm going to extend this a couple times so I can hear it. Then I'm going to go ahead and do something crazy here. I'm going to go ahead and add a track. And I'm going to add a drum machine. Now, what's really cool is that this drum machine and the MIDI that you just quantized, that you put into time, are going to have the exact same tempo. Let's go ahead and listen real quick. So, like I said, I'm going to keep messing with my MIDI file here in the MIDI editor. I encourage you to do the same. Whenever you're done, click Save. You can click Save if you'd like, but definitely hit Submit. That way I can see what you did and I can go back in and see what's going on in the MIDI editor here.